The news, Ray Rice, Adam Schefter, the mothership, had this, that Ray Rice is getting a 2-game suspension. And I guess perception, reality, my first thought was, wow, 2 games. And then you're going to say, well, domestic abuse is only guilty of 2 games, but drug suspensions, 4 games. And, you know, this is all collectively bargained. And I said to Paul, just reach out to Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, just so we can be fair to frame this in the correct manner with Ray Rice, who I think by all accounts, by league standards, has been a model player. But this surveillance video, and I'm sure the commissioner got a chance to witness it, only 2 games. So Mike joins us now. Why only 2 games for Ray Rice, Mike?
Well, Dan, you hit the nail on the head. I think the surveillance video, because, look, it happened in a casino. Everything is videotaped in a casino. There have been reports that there is a surveillance video of the punch. We've seen the surveillance video of Rice dragging his then-fiancée, now wife, out of an elevator while she was either totally unconscious or mostly unconscious. That was troubling, and that was tough to watch. My guess is the commissioner had to insist on seeing that video and factor that into the situation. And the way that this story's been told by Rice's lawyer, speaking in hypotheticals, is that Janae Rice was essentially beating on Ray, and he eventually either defended himself, one punch back, whatever the case may be. That doesn't excuse what ultimately happened, and he's paying the price for it. But, look, the commissioner hasn't been known to go easy on players, and that's one of the theories we've been hearing lately. Oh, Jim Irsay hasn't been suspended yet, but you'll suspend players. So this isn't a commissioner who goes easy, so there has to be good reason to not go even harder on Ray Rice when apparently there'll be video evidence of him knocking out his then-fiancée, now wife.
Conduct policy is a little tricky, though, with first go-round, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I've had the commissioner explain this to me. When it's second offense, second accusation, wrong place, wrong time, only works once. When it's 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, that's when the commissioner really lowers the boom. That's what happened with Pac-Man Jones. He got suspended a year. He never spent a day in jail. But he had too many incidents, too many brushes with the law, too many times when he was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. For Ray Rice, it's a first-time offense. And if he ever does anything like this again, it's going to be a much stiffer punishment. And that's what happened, with Ben Roethlisberger. That's a very common comparison. He got 4 games. He was never arrested, but he had multiple incidents. And I think his second incident, it didn't end up being an arrest because possibly there was a settlement of her potential claims. The NFL investigates. They come to the conclusion something happened that shouldn't. They lower the boom on Ben Roethlisberger. 2 incidents. That's the key, 2 versus 1.
So he was accused of rape twice, but never arrested. But because of the second accusation, that's when the commissioner came down on him?
The second accusation always raises the stakes. And look, the NFL has a security detail that's full of former law enforcement. They have a way to find out what really happened, what didn't happen. Prosecutors a lot of times won't press charges against the guy because they don't think they can get a conviction with proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Doesn't mean the guy didn't do it. I think the NFL, and this is what I believe just based on how I know things work, I don't know any of this factually, but I believe the NFL came to the conclusion that he did something he shouldn't have done. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have suspended him ultimately 4 games. I think it was initially 6, and it was reduced down to 4.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, see you, buddy.
ProFootballTalk.com.